It's a new reality for most of us across the nation as the COVID-19 pandemic continues. Most have to stay home, including right here in Nevada. But during the other times of the year, nearly 30 million children and teens are outside participating in sports. So what can parents do now to help their kids prep for the future? Chuck Thigpen is the Senior Director for Practice Innovation Analytics for ATI. Chuck, thank you for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go ahead and get into this because it is a new reality for us. So what can parents do during this spring sports pause to assess their child's load management?
You know, I think really thinking about how often are my kids playing a single sport and how many hours a week are they participating. So looking back and reflecting over the last 6 to 12 months and really mapping out, is my child playing more than 8 months a year? And are they playing more hours per week than their age?
So detailing based on tasks from the past and working it in now, right?
Yeah, so I think really the recommendations are to take a break of 3 to 4 months a year from a single sport. And so I think looking back about how we've been participating and then looking forward to, okay, what sports do we want to play? How many teams do I want to play on? And really figuring out what that is moving forward as opposed to just taking it week by week like we do sometimes.
So what can we do to help prep their bodies for the return of sports this summer?
You know, I think maintaining physical fitness, flexibility and strength during this time. So looking to get outside and be active, have some vigorous activity for our kids 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 days a week. And then also looking for specific strengthening and flexibility exercises that they can do mixed in during this time to make sure that their bodies are prepared as they go back to sport, taking breaks to prevent injury and helping them stay in the game.
And take advantage of Tech Online, those online workouts you can do at home and stay safe.
Absolutely. You know, participating in that physical activity, it can become a fun family event and really prepare our kids to be physically ready so when they go back, they can gradually return to sport, increasing the number of hours they're participating around 20%. So most kids probably are playing 10 or 12 hours a week. So a couple hours a week adding on and building back in as they go back to their sports in the summer.
So what is the concern about kids in athletics today? Are we seeing a rise in injuries among teen athletes?
We have. Over the last 10 years, we've seen really a meteoric rise in injuries over this time, really associated with the things we've been talking about, sports specialization and really overuse. And so we really feel strongly at ATI that helping our kids find ways to take breaks to prevents injuries and allows them to stay in the game.
So how can parents of youth athletes prevent injury from overuse or overload of sports and activities? Should we cut back a little bit?
You know, I think maybe cutting back isn't the right way. I think it's just planning it out. And so really, if we take this time to look at our kids' sports schedule, make sure they're playing multiple sports. They shouldn't play a single sport more than 8 months a year. They shouldn't play more hours in a week than their age. And really, they should have multiple things going on, like physical fitness that we've talked about, and stretching and strengthening programs to kind of aid their physical development as they're playing these sports.
So what should parents look for when choosing a physical therapist to see for a child's sports-related injury if it comes to that?
You know, when our kids are injured, they really should think about seeing an orthopedic specialist like a physical therapist. Kids shouldn't be playing sports injured, so the first thing is to stop playing. And if the pain doesn't go away and they don't seem to bounce back, then finding a physical therapist who has experience treating the type of injury your kid has, allowing them to understand how they're going to get better. And really, the therapist should give the child a clear program to gradually return back to sport and remain injury-free long-term.
All right, thank you, Chuck. Great information there. For more information, just visit the website right there on your screen. That's ATIPT.com. ATI Physical Therapy is a proud sponsor of Las Vegas Morning Blend, and we will be right back.